Let me teach you how to truly determine who the fuck to listen to and what quality standards we should actually be comparing anything to. Now understand, fitness is a great model for a lot of things. Fitness is a great degree of your intelligence, your character, your discipline, your adherence to basic principles, or your lack thereof, aka your deviation and your lack, because there's a direct relationship between the things you do and how you appear, period. It don't give a fuck. If you don't know how to track your macros, if you don't train a specific way, then you're gonna be like most of these dumb motherfuckers who go to the gym and know that they wanna look a certain way, but fail to achieve the result. Now, I wanna break it down to you, right? Because me personally, I'm gonna tell you about my fitness journey. My fitness journey was never about going from being an obese bitch to being a fucking fit individual. It was going from being a skinny twig of a motherfucker, some real weak motherfucker, to being jacked. My whole life, motherfuckers would always try to wrap their fingers around my wrist, call me skinny. You know, Jamaicans and West Indians, they use the word MAGA. They talk all this shit, right? And it was a fact. In general, comparatively so, my body mass index was lower than that of the general mass. I was underweight. That's just what it is. Instead of me trying to argue with the world as to why they should just accept me, right? Even though I knew that that was something that I should and could fix, I chose to fix it. Now, when we look in the gym and we see all of these trainers, right? Like every trainer is a trainer, but you have to look at the genetic disposition. Now, a lot of people see me being ripped and me having this muscle and having this motherfucking Bruce Leroy, I got the glow physique, you feel me? And think, oh, that's just his genetics. But it's like, no, if you really looked at my baseline genetics, you would see that I earned every single last piece of muscle that you see on my body. Every striation, every degree of strength, every rep was earned through straight grit. Some of you fat motherfuckers, some of you sloppy motherfuckers, some of you average motherfuckers are just born with a baseline level of strength and mass. I had to earn every ounce of strength, every ounce of muscle, every degree of mass that I had to fucking accumulate. So when you see me, recognize that although this may look like normal, this shit is far from normal. I'm on like a fucking supreme level of compared to what I started with. So when you look at these trainers, you have to not look at, oh, he can bench this much versus they can bench this much. No, look at where they started and look at where they're at. Also, look at how fast they got there. Motherfucker, I just got in the game, motherfucker, and I've been in the game shorter period of time than a lot of motherfuckers who's in the game, and I'm crushing it surpassingly well in a lot of areas, and now it's time to lock it in and just bring this love to the world. You feel me? Why your world is yours, you have to look at not how much an individual can bench, because I can remember benching only 135 for 2-3 reps. Now I'm pushing 225. Some people could bench 225 for 15 reps. That's because they're genetically predispositioned to already have that level of strength. Now, if you look at what I started with, which was benching fucking 95 pounds, right? 225s on the side, to now benching 245s on the side, that degree and that mark of increase in such a short period of time fucking indicates a high degree of comprehension, intelligence, and progress in a direct line in a very specific area. So what that all wraps up into, that confers that I am more competent as an individual in a certain area. I can't control. I may never be 275 pounds. That's just not it, unless I start fucking juicing, right? And I still might not do that because that's my genetic disposition. But I'm maxing out my genetic potential in a shorter window of time than it's taken all these other individuals. And there might be a sloppy motherfucker who benches 275 who might think that, well, I'm gonna lean on my strength and bench 275 so I can feel more confident about who. No, motherfucker, you know that that's basic for you. That's nothing for you. Really, you should be pushing 4s. You should be pushing 5s if you got that type of capacity on a basic level, right? But you out here trying to feel good about yourself off of your baseline. I'm out here maxing my shit out. I know how to get any human a direct line of straight up results in this specific domain and given area because I know how to teach you the basic scientific principles, but more importantly, I can confer the mindset to you. These motherfuckers is out here, trust me, they know it. We all know it. Sheikhy out here on a whole different mind level than a lot of these individuals. And I can't just give you muscle. I can't just give you strength. You have to earn that step by step. And without the proper mindset to stay dialed in, the proper mindset coaching, correcting, and guidance to stay morally correct and to stay on your line, it don't matter if I give you the blueprint for free and give you all the protein in the world. If you don't stick to the script, then you're always gonna fail to play the role, you dig? Whatever you are, your world is yours. Y'all have to start seeing beyond the superficial analysis of what appears to be results. I can get results because I've gotten results in a very compressed amount of time, because I've consistently applied a very clear blueprint, a very concise body of knowledge, and I've adhered to it to a high degree of competence. That's why I've expedited my arrival at such magnificent results. So just because I'm not benching 315, that doesn't mean that I'm not as or even less competent than these individuals. Motherfucker, you were born with that ability, right? How about you start to chisel the fat off, get lean, get jacked, and start really pushing yourself in other areas? Everybody in these gyms, bro, I just pay attention to them all day, bro. Motherfuckers see me in my calm, cool, swagged out, fucking stoic ass energy, just fucking assured, reassured, and calm, knowing that I'm it, you feel me? Tag, bitch, I'm it, you feel me? I'm really living that. I'm really feeling that. Everybody's fucking feeling that, so let's not even go there. There's certain people like myself who step up to the plate because their competence is on a certain level, and they've demonstrated to themselves on a certain level that they're that motherfucker. And they prepared and curated this motherfucker that when they walk into a room, it's undeniable to the highest degree whether or not that motherfucker's it. Tag, bitch, I'm it. So, like I said, I'm in these gyms and I can observe it. Motherfuckers that see you and then they'll like fucking start doing all this other shit and start leaning on their strengths. Motherfucker might do a muscle up. You 5'2" and doing a muscle up. That shit don't count, homie. You feel me? Like, I'm 6'7", bro. And I'm out here maxing out my potential on a whole different level. And at the same time, I'm writing books on your head top. And at the same time, what else are we doing? Y'all motherfuckers want to think this shit is a competition. It's never going to be a competition. You feel me? Whatever you are, your world is yours. You should read my book, The Advancing Individual. You will see that there's egotism versus egoism. I'm just preoccupied with becoming that which inspires me to the highest degree. Now, whatever you are, your world is yours. The blueprints is out there. I need y'all to recognize one basic thing. If you're going to start to compare between individuals, then you should learn how to contrast their progression and realize that a motherfucker like me starting out 6'7", 155 pounds, now weighing in at 6'7", 195 pounds with like fucking 5-6% body fat, pure lean muscle means that I've gained 40 pounds of lean muscle. Only way to get muscle in this life is to work hard, push your limits, eat correctly, and live in alignment fully with the principles of nutrition that I teach in my program. So there's no other way. You can't go from being a fucking poster child, starving Marvin style like Iman was, you feel me, to being a fucking God body motherfucker like Sheikhy Chic is. Whatever you are, your world is yours. I'ma just keep swagging on motherfuckers. Now, you could continue to make the excuses. You could continue to talk your shit. You could continue to try to lean on the fact that you could bench 275. Motherfucker, lions, tigers, and bears. I already said it, you heard? Whatever you are, your world is yours. DM me for coaching because it's more than a physique if you really realize. And everybody who's really superficial only talks about how it's not just a physique. But it's not about the look, bitch. It's about what it took, bitch. You feel me? And it took a lot of fucking work, pain, sacrifice, dedication, and motherfucking pure adherence to the conscious congruence that motherfuckers out here habitually fail to do because they habitually just choose to be less or choose to come up with excuses or choose to have a weak ass mindset. I choose strength over weakness over time. And what that means, I reap what I sow. You catch that? Strength over weakness. So I reap what I sow. SOW. Strength over weakness. How much game I gotta drop on your head top before you realize, hold on, time out, Sheikhy, the background didn't change. Oh, he got muscles, he got money, he got swag. It's really like that. We swagging up to the maximum, baby. And I'm inviting you to join the call. Whatever you are, your world is yours. You could be a lame on the sidelines talking shit, or you could be in the game out here getting ripped, getting rich, and motherfucking fucking a bitch, you heard? Whatever you are, your world is yours. It's really like that. DM me for coaching. Consider vibrations raised. Self-mastery, only success. Evolution, only solution. Discipline, only freedom. Fuck with a motherfucker who's highly competent.